Welcome back, folks. We are here again today. This time, I've got something I'm a little bit more familiar with. Magic the Gathering. Probably don't do these, probably not as frequently as Yu-Gi-Oh! They just haven't been catching my fancy recently, but longtime player, been playing since Apocalypse. That was my first pre-con, was the Penumbra deck. Let's see here. Let's try and get in here. With these being draft boosters, I'm probably also going to try and go over what my top picks would be for like pack 1 pick ones. But let's see what we get. Alright, I don't need that. I believe magic boosters haven't changed. They should still have the rare at the end. Corrupt Court Official. This is a decent not a decent reprint, but a reprint from an old P3K set. Run Out of Town. And try and set these up a little bit. We'll just do. I don't know. I don't want to do this just yet. The Revelation of Power. Big Score. Capenna Express. A lot of treasure stuff in this set. Revel Ruiner. Jewel Thief. This is a pretty high pick. We'll have to see what the rare is. And we are back. Sorry about that, folks. Had a phone call from my father. Let's get back into this. So, last card we pulled was this Jewel Thief. Yeah, and as of right now, this would be my... Not seeing anything farther in the pack. That'd probably be my pack 1 pick 1. Snooping Newsy. Mill 2 ETB, mills 2 cards, as long as there are 5 or more mana values. This plus and plus 1 lifeline. Okay, little 2-drop. Probably not a high prio, puts you in 2 colors right away. Midnight Assassin. Yeah, it's not bad in this set. Body Dropper, another powerful 2-drop in the set. Haven't played with the Newsy yet, but I have played with Body Droppers in draft, and they're not bad. Again, don't want to high pick them, but if you end up in those colors. This is a strong uncommon, though. This would be a potential pack 1 pick 1. Quasar, Augur of Agony. Freelance Muscle. Definitely don't think I'd pack 1 pick 1 this. This is strong, but it's easily chumped and whatnot. There's a lot of token generators in the set. Dust Mangler. Hadn't seen this one. Additional cost, sack a creature, discard card, or pay for life. Haven't had a chance to play with this, but this seems like I'd probably try and consider it. Black Market Tycoon. Not sure on how limited playable this is. Beginning of your upkeep, Black Market Tycoon deals 2 damage to you for each treasure you control. Tap, create a treasure. Like, that was a strong activated ability, especially in this set where color fixing is a big deal. That downside though, but it being a 2-mana 2/2, it's playable. And then a swamp. So, with this being a rare, there's a chance I'd probably pack 1 pick 1 it. Because it is such a strong effect at a low mana cost, even with it being 2 colors. This... I'd probably go like this. So, pack 1, pick 1, I probably would end up going with the Quasar. Just because the games I have played in this draft format, games go long, this just accumulates advantage every turn, keeps you alive, helps against the aggro decks. This would be a good card in the set aggro decks where just ramps, color fixes, helps out with a lot of stuff in that regards, and the fact that it's a 2-drop that makes mana you don't have to use right then makes it appealing. That is a big downside if you cannot use those treasure tokens. And then Jewel Thief is probably the strongest common in the pack, so 3 mana 3/3, Vigilance Trample, ETBs, creates a treasure token. It's effectively a 2 mana 3/3 with Vigilance and Trample. Very nice. So first rare, nothing big so far. Going into this pack. Warrior token. Dig up the body. Haven't played this one. Hasn't been appealing. Broker's Veteran. Not terrible, not amazing. Celebrity Fencer. This one I've actually had okay success with. Like, it's not a high pick, but it's a decent card. This also isn't bad for rounding out a deck. 4 mana, 4/5. 5 mana, 4/5, sorry. Reach Trample. Reach is kind of rare to get in red. Warm Welcome. Basically just made this used to be like a 1 or 2 mana spell. The fact that they made it an instant makes a token. I don't understand that. A little bit of lightning down there. Extract the Truth. Another pack filler. This is a strong common. Celestial Regulator. 2 mana, 2/3 flyer. 3 mana, 2/3 flyer. Man, I'm messing up today. Flying, ETBs, choose a creature you don't control, tap it. If you control a creature with a counter on it, it doesn't untap next turn. So you can either just get rid of a blocker, or if you happen to have like a shield counter on, or a +1/+1 counter on anything, lets you tap it down for a turn. Nice tempo play. Potential, depending on what else is in here. Skycrier, another pack filler. The fact that it draws you and your opponent a card, kind of rough. Cabaretti Initiate. Power creep nowadays. Rooftop Nuisance. 3 mana, tap, doesn't untap, draw a card. Not too great. Brass Knuckles. Haven't seen too many people playing this. A lot of setup for something that's not guaranteed to ever happen, giving your creature double strike. Knockout Blow is a strong removal card. Especially with multicolor being a thing. It's not too hard to hit the cost reduction on this. Ooh. Cormella Glamour Thief. And I think it was a showcase frame or the equivalent for the set. 4 mana, 2/4 haste. 1 tap, add Grixis. Spend this only to cast as their sorceries. When it dies. That seems strong. Not sure about pack 1, pick 1 because it's a 3-color card, but mana fixing is not hard to get in this set, so there's potential on that. Fight Rigging. Hideaway, old Lorewood mechanic. Hideaway 5. Beginning of combat on your turn, put a counter on target creature you control. If you control a creature with power 7, you may cast Tears Out card without paying its main cost. It's not bad. You want to be able to have high power creatures in your deck to begin with. Like, there's some in the set, but you'd want to have probably, if you're pack 1 picking one of this, like, yes, it's incremental advantage, it makes your dudes bigger, eventually gets you a free spell. It's only 3 mana, so the counters make it a little bit better. It kind of like, I feel like the hideaway part of it's just kind of a bonus on this type of card, so it probably wouldn't be too bad to high pick. So for this pack, picks would probably go in something like that for me. I'd probably highly consider the fight rating higher than any of these others, just because it's monocolor. Incremental advantage helps out a lot early to early to mid game. Amazing 3-drop tempo swing helps you get damage through when you need it. It's a 2/3 flyer for 3. Kind of hard to complain about that. Then I'd probably go for the Knockout Blow, namely because it's reasonably costed removal. A little bit of life gain isn't what you're trying to get off of this, but the fact that it's on there, it helps out a little bit. And this one, Like, it doesn't look bad, but I have a feeling it'd be harder to build around in a draft environment. Namely because, like, yes, it ramps and it recurs, but for 4 mana on a death trigger, I'm not too sold on it. Last magic pack, here we go. Is this a token? Treasure token. Lunchbox. Presuming that's what what Halo is in this set. Maybe it's just a random drink that they have. Alright. Dapper Shield Mate. Not terrible. Not amazing. A little high expensive. Reasonable removal spell. Light 'em up. Sacked a creature with power 2 or greater. You need to copy it, so if you happen to have like a 1-drop that randomly gets pumped up, you can easily use this. Not bad on 2 drops, especially if it's not that great on the board. Helps just get things through. This one isn't terrible. 2++1 counters, 5-drop, helps out quite a bit. Crooked Custodian. You have to play this. Loki, move, you're hitting the camera stand. Lovely. Sorry about that. Crooked Custodian, 2/3 tapped. Doesn't look bad. Most formats, I'd probably end up playing this, but with how long the games end up being in this draft environment, not sure on it. Doesn't seem amazing. Case the Joint, filler draw spell. Speakeasy Server, 5 mana, 3/3 flyer. Not terrible. Haven't played it yet. They know how to play it against me, but not amazing. Not a high pick. Paragon of Modernity? I think I've played this once. Wasn't amazing. This is a decent pick. Probably not a pack one, pick one unless there's nothing in your pack, but mana fixing's always good. Sorry about that. Shattered Seraph. 7 mana, 4/4 flyer. ETB gain 3 life. Helps with mana fixing. Again, kind of like the lands. The fact that this is a really good in the sense that it helps fix your mana early and it can be a threat late game. So this is a relatively decent early, I would say early to not quite middle of the pack pick if you know you're going to be in those colors. Glittering Stockpile. 3 mana ramp. Sack it to get a 1-time burst. It's not terrible. Haven't seen it played effectively yet. Vampire Scrivener. 5 mana 2/2. Gain life during your turn. Counter on it. When you lose life, put a counter on it. I have not seen this played yet. Doesn't look bad. A little costly for a 2/2 though. But it gets big. It can easily get big. Security Rocks. Signpost uncommon. Probably not something I'd high pick. Like, if there's, again, nothing better in the pack. But I'd probably take one of these over one of these just because this fixes. But it can be cost reduced by a bit. So there's potential, but I don't think it's great. Ooh. Matros Ascendancy. Grixis, enchantment, upkeep. At the beginning of each of your turns, cast a sorcerer from your graveyard by sacking a dude. In addition to its cost, it's from your graveyard. So basically, flashback with required a sacrifice. Not bad. Kind of similar to the way this one was. If you did this, if you decided early on this, you can build a deck around it. But if you're opening this late, it's probably not that great. I still probably wouldn't put it too high on a pack one, pick one, just because, again, Grixis, hard 3-color requirement, and has very costly deck restrictions. Ooh, without a foil. Not that that's a great foil, but Cabaretti Initiate. Nice little shine on that. And then a forest. So for this pack, there really wasn't a whole lot in here, was there? Maybe value that a little bit higher on this one. Maybe that just as its removal. But if I was going to, from that pack, out of these cards in that pack, I'd probably... I'd probably put it something like this. I'd probably end up going this just because it keeps you open. That turns any land into a tri-land, which is pretty amazing. And then as long as you're running 2 of those colors as your primary, this is an easy splash. You just use that other land to cast this. So that's probably going to be my natural pack 1 pick 1 in this one. This one's not bad. Again, kind of costly, but I could see this getting big enough fast enough to where it's just a threat. And the fact that it's 1 color rather than 2 or 3, I think that has some good potential. Like I said, I haven't played with that one, so don't have any first-hand experience with it. Stuff like this I do. Probably definitely not as good as either of these. Yes, you can kill this, but this can easily outgrow it. This is just cheap, easy, generic removal, not terrible. Color intensive set. Helps out with mana fixing. Loki's being a brat right now. Just try lands or fetch lands in general in a multi-color set like this kind of take a little bit higher priority in my opinion, because you can't play your things if you don't have the mana for it. Then this, if I was feeling adventurous, maybe. I don't think, personally, that the spells in this set necessarily warrant trying to build around this, but I could see something okay coming up out of a draft deck if you pull this early. Alright guys, thanks for joining me on this one. That was 3 Capenna boosters with some attempted pack 1 pick 1 insights on them. Didn't pull anything amazing. I only got 1 foil out of these. And it was that raccoon. Got nothing amazing out of those 2. Yep, and that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully my insights weren't too terrible. I like to think I'm not the worst at Magic. So if you like this video, please don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and if you really want to, subscribe. Have a good one.